Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a foundation related video again. I genuinely love making foundation videos. I love buying foundations, and I actually noticed that the past few foundation videos that I've been doing is more like higher priced products. So I decided that today I want to share with you my all-time favorite drugstore foundation. If I can only have one liquid foundation from the drugstore, it's going to be the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I love this to death. This is probably near expired already and I probably need to get a new one, and my shade is in warm beige number 5. So let's get ready for our close-up to show you my face and how the foundation works. But I do have a few like live updates that I want to share with you before I get onto it. Let's do the prep and then we'll talk a little bit, okay? I hope you guys don't mind. I'm using the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream as my moisturizer. So live updates, I have been away. This is probably the 3rd week that I'm away from YouTube, and I genuinely really wanted to create content, but I didn't want to create content just for the sake of it. And also I wasn't feeling myself. Like, I'm feeling really tired and like, yeah, just not feeling it, you know. So that's the reason why I've been away for a total of 3 weeks. And also another life update is that we have 2 COVID cases in Tessa's preschool, so we're gonna keep her at home probably for this week and the next. And this video is like a sneak in video. Like, I just had the idea of filming this. I'm at 31 weeks soon. Like, this is my going 31 weeks soon, and my bum is really big. Should I show you? Come, let me show you my bum. Like, I cannot see, but it's really huge. Because of my bum, I haven't been feeling like I want to sit down and film. So those 2 are the main life updates that I have. So back to the liquid foundation that I'm going to show and tell in this video is the Milani Conceal Perfect foundation. My shade is in warm beige again. Let's just apply half of the face with a brush, like full coverage, to show you how exactly it looks if you apply full on. And then on the other side, I think I'm just gonna like spot correct. Yeah, I think I want to show you the difference, because I used to do a full face, full coverage face with this foundation, and I really like it. And that was when I had a lot of pigmentations and I needed the coverage. But nowadays, with this foundation, I tend to just spot correct or like just spot cover with areas that are like uneven, or just apply a sheer layer of it because it's really full coverage. I think I have spots here. I'm gonna do the full cover here. So let's just do the full cover because I feel like I'm talking a lot already. So I take maybe half a palm, or not even. So I'm gonna try to do full coverage. This feels very unnatural to me because I haven't done like full coverage with this foundation in a long while. So it claims to be full coverage, sweat proof, waterproof, and it also has a natural matte finish. The more important claims that they have re-emphasized on their website is that it is long wearing, that the longevity is really there, which is something that I could agree with as well. Like, that's the reason why I really think this is the #1 drugstore foundation. This is full cover for me. Like, I still have a little bit. I'm just gonna pile it on because I want to show you full coverage. It applies very easily as well. Like, I don't know if you notice, even though it's full coverage, it's not drying. Like, some full coverage foundation dries up very easily, but not this. This blends out really nicely. You can take your time with it. It will not dry on you and create those like weird lines. Like, I have a lot of uneven skin tone, so this full coverage really helps to even out my skin, and just overall like really nice complexion, which I freaking love. So this side, I'm gonna show you with like a little lesser amount, and you can still achieve like that very nice polished look. I'm gonna just put on areas where usually I'm a bit insecure about. Okay, my dark circles can wait here as well. We'll do a little bit on her forehead because recently I have a few bumps. So just now, like on this side, right, I really did a really thick blobs everywhere, but here it's very thin layer. Let me turn off and show. You see how like my pigments are not as obvious anymore with a very like thin layer of this foundation? Can you tell the difference? This has a fuller coverage and this is more skin-like because I haven't applied a lot. But I can definitely like apply a full coverage here as well if I want to. So this is what I love about this foundation, is that it has really full coverage to begin with, but at the same time it's really easy to work with. Like you can do a full cover and you can also do sheer as you want, and you can still achieve a very nice natural finish or like a more full cover foundation coverage. The other thing I really love about this is the longevity. This foundation can really last. Like I used to have oily skin and this foundation still lasts on my oily skin for a really long time. I would say a whole 8 hours if I wear it to work in the past. But I mean right now I don't need it to work for 8 hours, but it still stays on really pretty. I'm using the Conceal Cloud Set powder. This is a very sheer powder. And with this foundation, you don't need to set it too much, even if you have oily skin, because I feel like it stays pretty much in place, you know, and you don't need to dry up your skin with setting powder too much. And I forgot about my concealer again, as usual with my foundation videos. I could actually show you how I use this as a concealer. I know it sounds crazy, right, to use a super full coverage foundation as a concealer, but just because it's like liquidy, it's not that thick, I think it's still workable, but I don't do a lot. I already have a layer of concealer on me, but I just want to show you that you can do it as well. Like I have creases, I have wrinkles under my eyes, so I focus mainly like here and not like near my eyeballs, because that's where like this foundation will definitely crease. So what's that? It's really pretty. Like it almost reminds me of the what's that, the Max Factor cream foundation that I absolutely love. You guys know I love that foundation, but this is like the liquid version, and the color matches me better because the Max Factor is a bit fair, but this color match is perfect for me. I'm like NC 30 now and it's perfect. It's perfect, guys. One more thing I want to add about the reasons why I love this foundation so much is that if you have dry skin and if your skin is kind of acting up with like flakes and just creases all over, if you apply a good amount of this foundation, you'll be able to sort of cover up the dry patches. Yeah, I used to have like really temperamental skin and I used to have dry patches, and this foundation somehow just like when you smack it on, it just covers up the flakes and they're not so obvious anymore unless you like go in really close up and like pick on your face in terms of like looking at the flaws. But that's one reason why I really loved it when I used to have like weird skin. And for my girls with troubled skin or oily skin type, if you ever decide to try this liquid foundation, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be your best friend from now on, because I used to have troubled skin and oily skin, and I find that the longevity of this foundation really helps oily skin, because I feel like typical foundation tends to melt off oily skin really easily. They tend to just like fade away, but with this foundation and a little bit of setting powder, it really can last for the entire day if you have to wear it for the entire day. So just to sum up this video, I want to say that I would recommend this liquid foundation for girls with any skin type, whether you are dry, normal, combination, oily, troubled skin with hyperpigmentation. I've literally been through all these skin types, and this has been with me throughout this whole journey, and I feel like it's safe for me to recommend to you guys, whichever skin type you have. I think this is worth trying out because this is genuinely like my favorite OG holy grail drugstore foundation. That's the end of my video today. I hope you guys find this video informative and helpful, and also do let me know if you see my photo post on YouTube saying that I'll be away for a while. If you do, kindly let me know in the comments below and I really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.